Hey, everybody. How's it going? Hope you're having a fun Friday or whenever you happen to be watching this. I appreciate you stopping by, whether it's now, later, whenever. Of course, hopefully not never, or you'd never be seeing this. I'm going to be doing an astrology chart breakdown and prediction for the Minnesota Timberwolves woo, versus the San Antonio Spurs. Game number 3, Western Conference semifinals, game number 3. Yeah, I think I got that right. So it is Friday, May 8th, and tip-off is slated for about 8:40-ish p.m. Minneapolis time. So this will be the first game in Minneapolis for this series. The first 2 were in San Antonio. The series is currently tied up 1-1. I missed game 1 in posting a prediction on that, but I did post a prediction for game number 2. If you want to go check that out, it's on my YouTube Shorts. Or did I post that as a video? I think it's a short, and also on my TikTok channel. So appreciate everybody being here. Hi, Angel. How are you? Yeah, you are here. Familia. Very good, from Oregon. Hope everything is going great out west. Yeah, I still have to make it out there at some point in time. But I'm going to try to stay on as long as I can. I'm probably not going to do the whole entire game commentary for the whole entire game unless I get some sort of second wind or something, because your girl's tired, you guys. Okay, and these late games, they're killing me. I mean, not really, but for somebody that goes to bed at like the Nana hour, okay, it's late. But yeah, about 8:30, 8:40 tip-off time. It is Friday, and I don't have to work tomorrow, so there is that. So that's good. And then I am planning on doing a live stream for game number 4. That's going to be Sunday, a little bit of an earlier affair. I think it's tip-off is 6:30 for this coming Sunday. So if you would like to join, I am planning on being here, and I am going to plan on doing the whole entire game. So if you'd like to join in, but we got to get through this one first. But that's the game plan anyway. But yeah, so thanks again, everybody, for being here. We all have our wings now because Angel has joined. And I do have my nerd notebook over here. I took a couple of notes. I looked at this game chart a little bit, maybe like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I was looking at the chart. I haven't made a prediction in my notebook yet. I'm going to kind of make the official prediction during the live stream. I'm kind of leaning with the chart and how everything's looking. I mean, there's always good and bad for both teams when you're looking at the astrology of everything, but I'm kind of like leaning a little bit more towards San Antonio for game 3. But we'll go through the chart and then I'll make an official prediction, hopefully before tip-off time, but if not before tip-off, usually kind of right after the game starts. So I have to live up to the planetary pregame aspect of it all by doing it during pregame. All right. Angel, go Wolves at home. You have the Wolves by 8+ points. Very good. I mean, as a Timberwolves fan, I like the sound of that, definitely. You guys know by this point that I have to just be neutral when I do the astrology of it all. But, of course, I am a Timberwolves fan. I got my KG for MVP sign up there. It's a classic, okay? It's a piece of memorabilia, of Wolves memorabilia. And I'm going to go live on my TikTok channel. I do have that on my phone, kind of over here. And something I did learn for the Twitch and YouTubers, I can show the game on TikTok. So I will be flipping my camera around to show the game. So if anybody wants to migrate over there, my channel is in the description. It's the same as my handle. It's Jade C. Cook over on TikTok. If you want to scamper on over there, you're more than welcome. All right, so I'm going to go live over here on my phone quick, and then, yeah, we can get into it. And I do have I got my sounders ready. I hope you guys can hear them. I did check before I came on that everything is working Fingers crossed. Everything is working. Okay. But for Timberwolves, we got the classic howl going for them, which I absolutely love. And then it's like San Antonio Spurs. Okay, like Texas Spurs. Okay, what are we doing there? I did find this one for San Antonio, which I think is kind of funny. So let me know if you guys want, if you could hear that. That would be absolutely amazing. You don't have to, but it would be great if you let your girl know. All right, I'm going to go live on my phone over here. On my channel, my TikTok channel. So, oh man, all right. I thought I had everything set, and now okay, I had everything like set up, you guys, and it looked all nice. And now that I'm on here, it like made I don't know, it like made the screen wide. All right. Okay. I think I got everything going. Thanks everybody that's watching on YouTube and Twitch for hanging with me here while I get this all set up. But I think it's good. Okay. Anyway, I have the astrology chart behind me on my TikTok channel, and it was all nice and it looks pretty good, aesthetic, and now it's all like expanded out, which is kind of weird, but I'm going to roll with it. All right. So let's see here. I guess I have to roll with it, really. All right, so I do have the Knicks. Oh man, you guys, I think the WNBA starts tonight too, which is exciting. And it looks like the Minnesota Lynx are going to play the Wings next Thursday on AMI. Okay, so might have to do that. I'm going to definitely start doing some WNBA games too, some predictions for them and some live streams, especially if I can catch the Lynx live. Got to support the ladies. Okay, so let me share the chart here. All right. And another thing too, you guys. Okay, what's going on? All right. They switched some stuff up over here on Restream. So earlier when I was testing out the sound, they didn't have the camera on. Like I was nowhere because they switched, because you can like, I guess stream in like landscape and portrait mode now or something, which is cool. But I'm like, they're always updating, which is fine. Restream, we like that. Okay, we like that. But there was no, like I wasn't anywhere. Like the camera was on, but it was just a black screen, and it said I was backstage. I'm like, I'm not backstage. I'm here. Hello. So there's always something I'm dealing with, but I think I figured it out. So, yeah, we're good to go. I mean, everybody's always dealing with their own stuff. So it's like small world problems, And
I can't deny the fact that you like me.
Oh, now. I have that soundbite too. I don't know why that started playing. Sally Field. Trying to drag this over to get it on my other screen. There we go. Okay. All right. So I did. Okay. Am I back? All right. Technical difficulties. I'm getting there, you guys. All right. Thanks again for bearing with me. All righty. Now let me blow this up a little bit. I do kind of like this, though, a little bit more because you guys can see the entire chart now. Before, it kind of used to get cut off a little bit, so I am kind of happy about that. All right. So let's scroll down. I got the right time. Minneapolis, 8:40-ish p.m., but again, I set the chart for 8:40. Anything else? All right, so let's get into it here, people. Gonna start with the moon, okay? Because she's the co-ruler of every single chart. So for tonight, the moon is at 9 degrees of Aquarius. Aquarius energy. So our moon, it rules our feelings, our private side, our emotions. That's why, and the moon moves really quickly. So that's why sometimes the emotions, they can just go up and down, up and down, right? Because the moon only stays in a zodiac sign for about 2.5 days. She moves on through. She's quick, all right? And the moon also rules the people. So Aquarius energy. Aquarius energy can kind of take the path less traveled, have a little bit more of like an esoteric approach to things, kind of not do what everybody else is doing, kind of like a future thinker. I heard or I read, I can't remember anymore, but at one point that Aquarius is like the aliens of the zodiac, just kind of a little bit like out there again, because they don't follow like the traditional path of everyone else or the Aquarian energy. So might feel a little bit quirky, a little bit weird, a little bit funky tonight in Minneapolis at the Target Center, just for the people and their feelings and all that stuff, just because we have the moon in Aquarius. So just a little backstory about the moon. I personally have an Aquarius moon. So I know how that goes because my moon is in Aquarius. So again, just a little bit of like a funky vibe. And yeah, maybe we'll be hearing, I mean, they normally will play like Prince music and stuff like that, but maybe we'll hear a little bit more of that tonight. And the fans in general might be a little quirky, might be a little kind of off. The moon, the next line of communication that the moon is going to be making is a sextile, which is good. It's positive energy. The moon is going to be in a sextile with the planet Saturn. Saturn can be very serious, disciplined, structured. And kind of if you think about the game tonight, you know, for both teams, this is kind of like a serious game, right? I mean, the winner of this game is going to go up in the series. So we have the moon sextiling Saturn, that serious vibe, discipline. And, you know, for the fans too, because the moon rules the people, with the moon shining its light on Saturn, there could be more of like a serious, we got to get down to business tone when it comes to like the fans in the arena tonight. Like a serious business, like I'm sure it's going to be predominantly Timberwolves fans, obviously, because they're playing in Minneapolis, but I'm sure there's going to be some Spurs fans like scattered throughout there. But for the fans, their viewpoint, this is serious. We have to cheer. We have to do our part. We have to support the team. Okay, we got to help them get the win. That's kind of like what I'm feeling a little bit here with the moon sextiling Saturn. And again, the moon ruling the people. So we'll start with the Timberwolves tonight since they're the home team. And let's see. They're going to be ruled by Venus. So the zodiac sign that rules them, or that represents them rather tonight, is going to be Taurus. And Taurus is ruled by Venus. And if tip-off is at 8:40 or later, Venus is going to be in the Timberwolves' first house. The first house is the team itself. So having the planet that rules them in their first house can be supportive. Like, they're locked in, kind of like, you know, they're all in, like laser focused. And I like for the Timberwolves that they are ruled by Venus. Venus is one of the benefic planets. Venus will normally bring in positivity, okay, because it's the lesser benefic. The Timberwolves also have Uranus in their first house of themselves as a team. Uranus is very unstable. It's very unpredictable energy. So we could see a little bit of that energy kind of filtering in with the Timberwolves tonight as a team. Just something kind of maybe a little, I don't want to say like completely unstable, but I think the Spurs, I mean, we saw that in game 2. The Spurs completely blew them out. But Pluto is making a trine, which is good, positive energy to Uranus, and Pluto is one of the rulers for the Spurs tonight. So I think the Spurs are going to try to continue that disruption, that destruction of the Timberwolves like they did in game 2. And I think they're really going to try to rock the boat with the Timberwolves, and especially with the Wolves having Uranus in the first house. Like, again, that's just unpredictable energy. And it's unstable and a little bit erratic. It can be very, very exciting, but it's just like, okay, what's actually going on here? All right. And then for the Timberwolves, just to continue with them, because they're the home team, how they play their game, their fifth house is also ruled by Venus. And the moon eventually will support Venus as well. The moon is in Aquarius, an air sign. And then Venus is also in an air sign. Venus is in Gemini. So the moon is also shining its light on Venus. It's a little bit further away from getting to the exact trine and the perfect support that the moon will give the Timberwolves. But I do like the fact that the moon still is shining her light on Venus, which is the Timberwolves. So I really think that the fans are going to be locked in for, unless the game goes like game 2, where it goes a little bit, it's a blowout, basically. I think the fans, again, they're going to be disciplined with that Saturn energy coming in. They're going to do their part, okay, being in the arena, cheering, maybe, I don't know, we heard some booing versus the Nuggets. That was a little bit more of a spicy rivalry. But I think we're going to see a lot of structured, disciplined support for the fans tonight. Like, they're going to do their job. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining on TikTok and liking. I really appreciate that. Thanks, everybody. I'm also over here on my YouTube and Twitch channel, so that's kind of why I'm going like this. But I appreciate everyone liking. Designer, am I saying your name right? Thank you for liking. GSG, what is that? I'm not sure what. I immediately think Golden State Warriors, but I don't know what GSG is. You gotta fill your girl in. Let me know. Designer, nice. I like the play on words there a little bit. Perfect, very good. I like that. Thank you. Oh, go Spurs, go. Okay, got you. Okay, you're a Spurs fan, right on. Okay. I myself, I'm a Timberwolves fan, but when I do the astrology, I stay neutral when I make the prediction. So yeah, you guys definitely kicked the Timberwolves ass in game number 2. It wasn't even close. So, all right. Now for the Timberwolves, for their 10th house, that's their discipline, their structure, their public image, their career, how they're going to show out on a public level tonight. For the Timberwolves, their 10th house is going to be ruled by Neptune and Jupiter because the sign it lands in is Pisces, all right? And Pisces traditionally is ruled by Jupiter, and modern day ruler is Neptune. I look at both. I lean more towards traditional rulerships when it comes to zodiac signs, but I definitely will look at the outer planets when I do the predictions. Thanks, Sammy. Appreciate that. Thank you. So Neptune is at 3 degrees of Aries. Neptune can make things seem glamorous, right? It also can make things seem murky. It can make you feel like you have like rose-colored glasses on. But Neptune, one of the rulers for the Timberwolves' 10th house, is also in their 10th house, which I like for them. And Neptune is in a wide sextile with Venus, i.e. the Timberwolves. So Neptune, the people, their public image, that's a spotlight tonight. But is it going to be kind of for the Timberwolves like, hey, they started off so well. They were kind of like the darlings of the NBA, especially taking out the Nuggets, the higher seeded Nuggets. But now, are the rose-colored glasses coming off here, like facing the San Antonio Spurs, where maybe not everything is as glamorous as it seems for Minnesota. So that could be something to watch out for. And then Jupiter, the other ruler for the Timberwolves' 10th house, is at 20 degrees of Cancer. Jupiter has been in Cancer for a while. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, so Jupiter, he likes being there, okay? He does very well there. He feels right at home in Cancer. However, Jupiter is not doing anything with Venus, again, the planet that rules the Timberwolves. Oh, Vincent, okay. All right, I appreciate your comment. I mean, I'm still going to do what I want to do. Like, okay, yeah, let me just listen to you. Definitely. I'll get right on that. Okay? If you don't like it, bye. Okay? If you wanted to come in here and just leave a negative comment, okay, thanks for the comment. You're helping the algorithm, all right? And you have the right to your opinion. But if you don't like it, scamper off. Okay? So Venus and Jupiter are not doing anything with one another. Designer, the Wolves are tough. I think they're going to play hard tonight. I agree. Yeah, I do think that they're going to play tough tonight. I mean, I don't want to say like the pressure is on. I mean, it's kind of on both teams, but with the way game 2 went, I think a little bit more pressure is on the Timberwolves tonight. And they're playing at home, right? Like they don't want to look ridiculous at home either. So they don't want to be embarrassed, all right, at home. But yeah, Jupiter's not doing anything with Venus, and the moon is not doing anything with Jupiter either. Jupiter is in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon, so there's that. And Jupiter will, kind of make things bigger that it touches. It doesn't know any boundaries, though. So we'll see how that goes. But it's not touching Venus at all. So we're kind of looking more at Neptune there, where I just kind of see this as like, again, the rose-colored glasses could kind of come off for the Timberwolves a little bit tonight. Like, they have to be serious. Like, they have to put up or shut up here. Like, are you guys as good as you've been playing, or was that all like a mirage? That's kind of what I'm feeling for the Timberwolves tonight. So, dude, get out of here. Bye. Like, go. You don't need to keep commenting. If you don't like it and you don't believe in it, that's fine. Okay? But I'm like 2 steps away from blocking you. So just scamper off, dude. Scamper off. And you know what? What's happening in the sky is reflective down here and vice versa. It's happening whether you believe it or not. And you have the right to your opinion, of course. But if you're just going to keep being negative here, again, ta-ta, bye-bye. Okay? All right. So now let's move over to the San Antonio Spurs. And let's see, what time is it? Let me grab my mouse. 8:16. Okay, we got time. Usually I can be so long-winded that I'm still breaking down the chart by the time the game starts. So, alrighty. Now, we're going to move over to San Antonio. Now, I already kind of mentioned this before that the San Antonio Spurs, one of their rulers tonight is going to be Pluto. The other ruler for them is going to be Mars, because the zodiac sign that rules the Spurs tonight is Scorpio. And Scorpio is traditionally ruled by Mars. Modern day ruler is Pluto. All right, so the thing for San Antonio here, they got some other stuff going on here. All right. I mean, I'm just looking at kind of like the bigger things. We could keep peeling the onion away here with the chart, which we might continue to do. But traditionally, when I do the predictions, I look at the moon first because she's the co-ruler of every chart. I look at the planetary rulers for each team. And then I also look at the planetary rulers for each team's 5th house, how they play their game. Because that, the 5th house is, sports, recreation, gambling, kind of fun, things like that. And then the 10th house, which is, the structure, the discipline, the career, the longevity, the public image of each team. So I start with those things, and then, we might dig a little deeper sometimes. I mean, we definitely could, but those are kind of like the main things that I traditionally look at. So now for the San Antonio Spurs, them being co-ruled by Mars. So Mars is at 22 degrees of Aries. Now there is there's degree theory out there, and the 22nd degree is can be kind of like I got flagged on TikTok last time I talked about Mars and the attributes of Mars. So I'm trying to think of what to say without getting yelled at by TikTok again, because I don't want to get yelled at by TikTok. But Mars can be aggressive, and Mars is the lesser malefic planet. So Mars can be a little bit of a meanie. And at the 22nd degree, that degree has been theorized or associated with, let's just say, endings. Okay. If you can catch what I'm putting down. Okay. With endings. So Mars is at 22 degrees. Mars is in its domicile because Mars rules Aries. So I like that for San Antonio, just straight out the jump. I feel like they are going to be going high energy tonight. I think they're going to be playing fast. They're going to just completely come at the Wolves. They're going to have that extra drive because that is Martian energy. And Mars typically does well when it comes to sports and games and just a sporting event in the sports arena, because Mars is our energy, our ambition, our drive. And with Mars being in Aries, the sign that it rules, and Aries is a leadership sign. It's a cardinal sign. It initiates things. It initiates change usually, and usually goes things like their way. Like Aries is fast, and like Aries energy, they want something, they go get it. Okay. It can be very dominant. So right there for San Antonio, I'm just like, they're going to be coming in hot tonight. All right. And then for San Antonio, one of their rulers, Mars, is also in their fifth house of how they play their game tonight. So, like, they're coming all in. Like, I don't think San Antonio is going to be intimidated, like, at all. The fact that they're playing at Target Center. I think the fans are going to have to do a lot to get under San Antonio's skin. And I could see the Spurs just being so dominant that they kind of like hush the crowd in a sense, where like the crowd maybe doesn't like know what to do with it, but we'll see how it plays out. And then the other ruler for San Antonio is Pluto. Pluto just went retrograde. So Pluto is all about uprooting, it's transformation. All right. And the moon is just leaving, being right conjunct on top of Pluto. So Pluto acting a little bit differently. Pluto will uproot things that have been there for a long time. So Timberwolves, you guys have been playing really good. You've kind of been like the NBA darlings here in a sense. Is that now going to be uprooted here? I do think that there is a possibility of that. And the San Antonio Spurs also have Saturn in their fifth house. So they have both malefic planets in their fifth house, one of them that rules them and the other that does not. Now, Saturn is the greater malefic planet. You're going one way, you're doing something, and if you're not doing it correctly, you haven't taken the right steps to get there, you're not having structure, you're not being disciplined, you're not putting the work in, Saturn will close a door in your face and you got to go back and do it again. You got to do it again until it's right. Saturn also rules older people. So the veteran players, especially for San Antonio, if they can really stand out tonight and do their part, that could lead them to victory. I also think for San Antonio, if they can be disciplined all 4 quarters and not give up or not, concede to the Timberwolves or let like the fans get to their head or anything like that. If they just do what they're supposed to do and be disciplined all 4 quarters, that could lead them to victory. And I say that because normally if Saturn is in one of the team's fifth house of how they play their game, I don't like that. Just because, again, Saturn will slow things down. It will, again, you're going one way and Saturn's like, you're not doing it right. Go back. Okay, we're going to stop you because it is delays and blockages too. But tonight, the moon is shining its light on Saturn. That's the next line of communication that the moon is making is, I said it before, Jaden 6. That's funny. Yeah, that was the last one. The Nuggets and the Timberwolves. Yeah, it wasn't 6. Yes. Yep. So let's see. I like the moon supporting Saturn tonight. So that's why I think there could be some extra support maybe for the San Antonio Spurs, or maybe let me rephrase it. Like Saturn being in their fifth house isn't necessarily going to be an outright negative thing like I've seen it in the past when a team has Saturn in their first house or their fifth house. Like that will generally slow the team down. But since the moon is shining her light on Saturn and supporting Saturn, again, if the Spurs can be structured and disciplined and rely on their veteran players and stay in it all 4 quarters, not letting the fans, Timberwolves fans, get to them or anything like that, discipline, okay? And sticking it out to the very end, that could really help San Antonio tonight because Saturn too is kind of like the karmic teacher. It's kind of like Father Time too, in a sense. But another thing too is with the San Antonio Spurs having both malefics in the fifth, that can be challenging. Like they're going to have to be on the A game tonight. And again, they're not going to, like if I were their astrologer, I would heavily suggest like ignore all the noise. Ignore all the noise and just do what you guys know how to do best. And for San Antonio, their 10th house is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is at 11 degrees of Taurus. And the moon, right after the moon supports Saturn, the moon is going to be moving to square Mercury, one of these red lines here in the chart. I know it's kind of hard to see on TikTok. It's a little bit wide, but one of these red lines here, the moon is going to be squaring Mercury. Now for San Antonio, that the square it's tension. It's there's energy there, but it's difficult. It's challenging. So eventually, as the game goes on, the moon will move a degree or two, but eventually will square Mercury. So that could come to pass for San Antonio. Like there is all this energy for their longevity, their career, their public image, their structure and discipline. Mercury is the communication planet. So there could maybe be a little bit of miscommunication from San Antonio, at some point in time. But that's going to be, the square is going to come to exact alignment, I believe, after the game, but we still have to look at it. And then on the flip side, the moon-Mercury square, Mercury rules the Timberwolves' 4th house, their home, the arena, the target center. So the fans, that being the fans, obviously, and everybody there, that could be some tension. Like there could be some tension that starts to bubble and starts to arise, especially as the game carries on. Okay, because of that square. And for the Timberwolves, again, I do like that they are ruled by Venus tonight. I like that for them. They're eventually getting support from the moon. It's not going to happen exactly during this game, but the moon is supporting them. The moon is in an air sign. Venus, the Timberwolves are in an air sign. I like that the Timberwolves ruler Venus is in their 1st house. Like they got to be all in, okay? And again, Venus is what we love, where we find beauty. So that could be another thing, for the Timberwolves, or it's very reflective, is like the Timberwolves are going back home. So they're clearly going to get a lot of love being at their home arena. Hi, Dalton. How are you doing? Yes, I am going to be here for the game. I'm going to try to stay up as long as I can. I was saying a little bit earlier, I'm going to try to at least stay on until, good to see you, by the way. Thanks for being here, stopping through. I am going to try to stay on as long as I can, at least until halftime, but your girl's tired. Okay, but I am planning on doing the entire game on Sunday. Tip-off is about 6:30, so if you want to come by on Sunday, I am planning on doing the entire game. Because I don't have to work on Monday, so that's a little bit extra, good for me. But, so I can stay up later, past my grandma bedtime, okay? But I am going to try to stay on for as long as I possibly can. But, yeah. And it's about 8:30, so we still have a little bit of time. And 2, for those of you that do have TikTok and you want to pop over to my channel, I can show the game over there. So, if you want, if you're in the TikTok realm. You can jump on over because I guess I'm able to show the game. I did it last time. People told me on TikTok that I could share the game, which I didn't know that I could, and I didn't get like flagged or anything. The only time I've gotten flagged on TikTok is when I've been talking about the planet Mars and its attributes. So go figure. All right, so I think I got all my points made that I have written down in my notebook. Now let's see. We went over the moon. We went over both teams. Let's see. All right. Cool. Right on. Right on, right on. Very good. Right on, right on. Party at the moon tower. All right. We got about 10 minutes before tip-off time, so like I said at the beginning, I'm just gonna do the prediction live. I'm kind of leaning, like I said earlier, I'm kind of leaning more San Antonio, but I'm just trying to look for anything that I may have like big things that I may have just like glanced over or given a once over that I maybe should have looked at a little bit more. Again, Timberwolves, I like them being ruled by Venus tonight. For the San Antonio Spurs, one of their rulers is Mars. Mars is in its domicile. Mars is in Aries. Mars rules Aries. I like that for San Antonio. Their other ruler is Pluto. So Pluto and the moon are still kind of close together. The moon is kind of just saying goodbye to Pluto. Pluto is retrograde now. So this uprooting, this like transformation, I just am really kind of thinking like for tonight, if it in fact does go San Antonio's way, that it's really going to be this kind of like almost like this unmasking or this reveal of like who the Timberwolves actually are, that they can't really hang. You know, like round one was some sort of like mirage or fluke or something. That's just kind of what like the vibe that I'm getting a little bit. I could totally be wrong, of course. Like I've been right in the past. I have been wrong in the past. It's all about learning. But with the moon shining its light, separating from Pluto, one of the rulers for San Antonio, that's just why I say that. Pluto is transformational and it will uproot things that have been there for a really long time. And with Pluto retrograde, it's kind of it's going backwards, so it's like rethinking everything. So is it like the universe being like, actually no, the Timberwolves, you're not good enough to be in the finals anymore, like it's your time, like it's the time for your season to be done, you know? I mean, we'll see. And then we have the moon supporting Saturn. Saturn is in the San Antonio Spurs 5th house, where normally that can be very, very challenging to have the greater malefic in the 5th house of the Spurs game. But the fact that the moon is supporting Saturn tonight kind of is making me lean towards like the Spurs being very disciplined and doing what they do best and staying in it all 4 quarters and not letting the Timberwolves run away with anything or get away with anything, really. And with the Timberwolves being ruled by Venus, Venus is what we love, like where we find beauty. So like, yeah, the Timberwolves, they've been doing great, right? They've been like in the limelight. Like everybody's, you know, kind of been loving them. Anthony Edwards, you know, taking out Denver, like we love that. But is that going to be enough? You know, is that going to be enough? Whereas like San Antonio's kind of got this like this thirsty energy for tonight, this like high energy, like asserting themselves. Like I feel like San Antonio is going to play tonight where they don't want people to think, this is just a thought, like they don't want people to think that game 2 was some sort of like throwaway or fluke. Like there's the potential of them doing that again, you know, of really putting their foot on the throat of the Timberwolves. with them being ruled by Mars. And I'm kind of like leaning that way. And yeah, but for San Antonio, again, having Saturn in the 5th house, Saturn slows things down. So, that could be challenging for them too. Like they want to play this like high, fast, assertive game, but to get the victory, try to be methodical. Do what you got to do. Play the game that you know. Like follow the rules of your game, what has been working for you kind of thing. Be disciplined. And for the Timberwolves, I like that they're ruled by Venus. And Venus eventually is going to get this like shining light from the moon, but it's not going to happen during this game. And Venus is in their 1st house, so obviously this game is important for them. But is it going to be, are the Timberwolves going to be kind of too cutesy a little bit, where San Antonio's coming in for the KILL? I don't want to get in trouble on TikTok. I feel like San Antonio's coming in for that tonight. And we could see something kind of off kilter for the Timberwolves too, especially with Uranus in their 1st house, because it's unstable energy. It's unpredictable energy. And Pluto, one of the rulers for San Antonio, is at 5 degrees of Aquarius in a loose trine with Uranus. So it's like San Antonio, they're coming back, right? They're coming back to shake things up again. I feel like the Timberwolves are really going to have to be on their A game tonight. Like nothing cute. Okay. You got to stay with San Antonio. Cause again, San Antonio is going to be coming in for the KILL tonight. Foot on throat. Okay. And if San Antonio is disciplined for all 4 quarters, I think they're going to get the victory tonight. They could have some problems with their game, don't get me wrong, because they have both malefics there. They also have Chiron in their 5th house, which is the wounded healer too. What? Delton, you are just a working man continually. My God. Tomorrow is your first day off and 19 stay up. I'll see you on TikTok. Nice. Well, good for you for getting a freaking day off. You deserve it. Dude, like working our lives away over here. All right. Okay. So let me see if the Knicks and 76ers are done here. I got Amy Prime going on my other tab. Let's see how much time is left here. Oh, and another thing too is they're probably going to start the broadcast of the Timberwolves and the Spurs late. There's still 3 minutes left in this game. Ugh. All right. Let me turn on the radio. Hi, Bob. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I just feel like the Wolves are going to just be too cutesy tonight. And San Antonio's coming for the BLOOD. And the KILL is going to be a tough one. All right. Let me find the Timberwolves radio network. We got to listen to that for a minute. All right. Yeah. We'll turn that on. Because the Knicks and 76, about 4 minutes left. So we'll turn on the radio before we can get the live stream going here. And it looks like the Knickerbockers are going to come away with the victory, unless Philly can do something crazy. Because it's 3:15 left to go in the 4th quarter. Knicks 105, 76ers 89. And a former Minnesota Timberwolf, KAT, Karl Anthony Towns, the Cat, now on the New York Knicks. And wouldn't that be exciting if the Timberwolves and the Knicks could play each other? The Timberwolves got 1 game at a time here, though, people. 1 game at a time. All right, they're still going. All right, let's see what the radio broadcast is saying, and then I'll make the prediction here. Let's see. They're probably going to make us listen to a commercial. Okay.
Back to it. you've got to get into your next action. And I think that's one of the things that they worked on now is to have better pressure release.
They haven't started yet. All right, so clearly tip-off's going to be 8:40 or later, which, you know, they pretty much said 8:40, so. All right, while they're still talking, I'm going to mute that for a second. I'm going to go back to the chart. I am just... If the Spurs can be the meanies tonight and be structured and disciplined all 4 quarters, I think they're going to come out on top tonight. And just another thing to look out for San Antonio is, again, they have Chiron in their 5th house. Chiron, again, is the wounded healer. We all have it somewhere. It's a wound that we carry, but we constantly, you know, subconsciously or consciously are trying to heal that, okay? And it's different for everybody. For San Antonio, it's in their 5th house of how they play their game. And then for the Timberwolves, Chiron is in their 11th house of dreams coming true. I'm going to pick San Antonio to win tonight and go up 2-1. Even though they are dealing with both malefics in their 5th house. So that right there, I'm just like, damn, that's not an easy task. But with the moon, the co-ruler supporting Saturn, one of their rulers, Mars, being in its domicile, the moon just saying goodbye to Pluto, one of the San Antonio Spurs' other rulers. And San Antonio is ruled by the sign Scorpio tonight, and Scorpio is intense energy. Scorpio will survey everything kind of from the corner. They're going to kind of lay in the weeds a little bit, but they know everything that is going on. Scorpio energy is very, very, very perceptive. And Scorpion energy is going to wait for the right time to strike. And then that scorpion tail is going to come out and get you. And it's very intense. It's very deep energy. Where on the flip side, for the Timberwolves, them being ruled by Taurus, you don't want to mess with the bull either. Okay, you try to poke and prod a bull, you're going to get the steam out of the nostrils, and then you're going to get the horns. You cannot push Taurus energy. It is a fixed energy. Well, Scorpio's fixed energy too. But Scorpio, again, they're going to lay back. They're going to wait. They're going to survey. They know everything that's going on. Taurus energy, again, you don't want to mess with the bull, but Taurus energy wants to stay comfortable. They want to stay where they are, and they don't want to move until they feel like it, until they're comfy doing so. So I'm going to take San Antonio to win this one tonight. Let's see what the points. Oh. We got saxophone tonight. Okay, you guys, and you know what? The last home game for the Timberwolves, Cisco did the Star Spangled Banner. Okay? I thought he did a good job. And Cisco has lived in Minnesota for many years. I don't know how many, but he's lived in Minnesota for many a year. I forget which city he lives in. It doesn't really matter because we're not trying to like show up at Cisco's house. At least I'm not. But yeah, I think again, I think San Antonio is going to be coming for BLOOD tonight. Foot on the throat. Methodical. They have to be structured, disciplined, and still be high energy with that Mars energy for San Antonio. And again, the Wolves being ruled by Venus, I like it. Like that love energy. We love the Timberwolves. They're doing so good. They've been the darlings. But is that going to be enough to put up with San Antonio? Because I feel like San Antonio is going to come in with this like vengeance or something, even though they just completely dominated game 2. But again, I'm getting a feeling of like they want to prove like that wasn't a fluke. We could do it again. And it doesn't matter if we're playing in your home. And I think the fans are really going to try to do their part. I think they're going to try to stay engaged. I think they're really going to try to stay as loud as possible for as long as possible. But I feel like San Antonio, it might be a little bit too much for the Timberwolves tonight. So I'm going to pick San Antonio to win. I'm going to say like San Antonio anywhere from like 1 to 11 points. Like 9 to 11 points, 12, something like that. All right. And myself as a Timberwolves fan, of course, that pains me. But you guys all know this. I just go by the chart, what I see in the chart. I've been right. I've been wrong. We'll see how it plays out, of course. I'm trying to go live here. I liked that saxophone.
Lineup, he is the all-time leading scorer in franchise.
All right, so it's about 8:45. We haven't had tip-off just yet. It's a couple minutes. Let's see. This Knicks game and 76ers game is still going. I'm trying to get to the live here. Alrighty. Come on. Okay, it looks like New York's going to win, so we can just turn the broadcast over now. There's still 2 minutes left in this game? My God. Like, just get over it. Okay? You lost. So rude. All right. Coming up next, we want to watch this one now. Okay? New York, you guys won. Good for you. Okay? Good for you. Can we get to the Timberwolves game now? Oh my God, it's over. All right, finally. All right, there's Karl-Anthony Towns, former Minnesota Timberwolf. We got Cat. All right. You know, I like Karl-Anthony Towns, don't get me wrong, but man, was he a whiner when he was with the Timberwolves. Very good player. Very good player. He was with the Wolves for what, like 7-8 years? And he never, like, materialized as, like, the true leader of the team. And then Anthony Edwards came in and did it in one season. All right, here we go. We got the game. It's starting, you guys. Again, if you want to join over on TikTok, I will be turning the camera on, and we will put the game on here. All right, we don't have to listen to the radio anymore. We can turn that off. All right, we're actually going to get tip-off here. How tall is Wembanyama, too? My gosh. I mean, obviously he's a tall person, but oh my gosh, he is tall. I think he's French, too, right? All right, but again, I'm picking San Antonio to win this one. What I say about like 1 to 11 points, 12 points, something like that, 11, 12. I got to write it down. Okay, Ant is starting tonight. Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert. It looks like Io is not in tonight. All right, you guys, and the tickets, my recipe for success, okay, for basketball, to get the victory. You play defense, you get the rebound, and you make the free throws. Just do it, okay? The Timberwolves are in the throwback jerseys tonight. All right, I am going to take the chart off here. And let's see here. Okay, and then I'm going to flip the camera over because we got tip off, you guys. It's happening. All right. I think, too, when Rudy went up against Wembanyama, that was the first time he didn't want to tip. And, all right, San Antonio with possession. I love that the Timberwolves finally listened to me, and they went to the old school Timberwolf and the tree jerseys. All right, San Antonio. Wembanyama with an easy little dunk there. He's like his basket. My gosh. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. All right, we got the game on here. Trying to move the camera a little bit. Oh. I wish I could zoom out. There's Finchy, my fake boyfriend. I like Chris Finch. I got a little crush on Chris Finch. All right. Okay. Spurs up early, 2-0. Seriously, I love the trees. All right, get the rebound. God. You guys, I'm going to be yelling that all night. Get the rebound. Just do it. All right. Let me go to full bar to move. All right. Here we go. Timberwolves have yet to score. People want to sit down. It's 4-0. San Antonio up early. All right. Okay, you guys. Get in there. The floater is rejected. Yeah, this is that. I can already tell the energy. Oh. Yeah, I feel like, again, the Timberwolves just playing too cutesy. Yeah. Wembenyama, oh, with a miss. Good job, Minnesota getting the rebound. Jaden McDaniels, don't be pushing and shoving. You're going to get an unnecessary foul. Ant, almost the and one, gets the foul. All right, Ant's going to the line. Make your free throws. Again, recipe for success. Play defense. Get the freaking rebound and make your free throws, okay? That's what I say, so just do it. All right. I got to write down in my notes on the next commercial break my prediction. Otherwise, I'm going to, well, I predicted San Antonio to win, but as far as the points go. All right. I wish I could zoom out here. I can only move the phone back so much. All right. And at the line, finally, people are going to be able to sit down. Everybody stays standing until they score. Okay, what is that holding there? Make your free throws, people. What did I say? You're not listening to me. I feel like this is going to be too easy for San Antonio tonight. They're just in for the pickings. All right, Wolves at the rebound. Here we go. Let's make a basket. And missing one of your free throws. What is that noise? It is the easiest shot in basketball. Nobody is guarding you. Okay. Finchy's still excited about it. And you guys, as a Timberwolves fan, it pains me to pick against them. All right. But the astrology and the charts said otherwise. And if anybody is interested in my breakdown of the astrology chart, it is on my YouTube channel on my live stream of the game. Because TikTok, it's a little different over here. Can't go back. It's just live. Henri, what do you got? You're a Taurus sign Celtics fan. I don't go right with anyone. What's my problem according to astrology? That's a very wide question. Open-ended question. Okay, what was that? Get in there! Come on, you guys. My God. I gotta stop saying that. It's oh my glob. Yeah, this is going to be way too easy. I said San Antonio wins by like 11 points. I don't know. It's looking a little different than that tonight. Well, so your sun sign, Henri, is Taurus, right? And so that's who you are at your core. The sun sign is, our ego, kind of our life force energy. So I can just give you a vague description of Taurus, but to answer your question completely, I would have to look at your complete chart because we all have every zodiac sign within us, So it's hard to just base one part of your personality off of your sun sign because I don't know, maybe your sun sign clashes or is in a square with like Venus or Mercury or something like that. I don't know. That could make it seem like, you don't really get on with anyone, too. So I would have to look at your whole chart for that. But I do know that Taurus energy, wherever it is in our chart, and again, it's different for everybody, but Taurus likes to be stable, right? And it likes to, be comfortable. You know, it can like the finer things too in life. And, you know, maybe not anybody that you've met yet can live up to that standard, right? Or maybe you've only met people or something that have wanted, that you felt a vibe where they wanted to make you move, or not like move, but like get out of like your comfort zone or something like that. But I would have to look at your whole entire chart to see what was going on there. But maybe you have like an opposition, like a hard opposition in your chart, or like a square or something like that, because that can bring tension. You know, an opposition can be kind of like one way or the other. So, but I personally, because I have a lot of earth energy in my chart, I always get along with Taurus people, or generally for the most part, people that have Taurus placements. Yeah, I generally get along because I'm predominantly like Capricorn, which is a fellow earth sign. So, all right, Spurs up 11-1, early lead. Yeah, it's like I'm probably going to fall asleep before the end of the game anyway. I do like Rudy's shoes. All right, you guys, I got to flip the camera before we go to commercial here. All right. So this is what I learned, that I have to flip the camera during commercial breaks. This is very close to me right now. Okay. All right, we got a commercial. Why does Blake Griffin have to be in every freaking commercial? Just get out of here. All right. Thanks, everybody, for popping through. On the next commercial break, I was going to write down my my actual prediction here. All right. So, prediction, I mean, a lot of things. But to win the game, San Antonio, yeah, I said 1 to 11 points. Is that what I said? Spurs win by, I'm still just really trying to see in the chart what gives us the points. I said 11 points because the moon is at 9 degrees and 13 minutes of Aquarius, in good communication with Saturn at 10 degrees and 2 minutes. So 13 minutes minus 2 minutes is obviously 11. So that's where I was getting the 11 points. I could also see, so Spurs by 1 to 11. That's too wide. I like to narrow it down a little bit more than that. I'm doing some quick math over here, you guys. Oh, Henri, I saw that you have your Henry. I don't know why I'm saying it French. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be said. Maybe I'm getting the Wembenyama vibe here. Man, I could see like 19 points too. Like 11 to 19 points. San Antonio by double digits. Yeah, I'll say 11 to 19. And again, I kind of went over all the other stuff, but it's just like San Antonio coming in with like foot on the throat energy, where Timberwolves are like, we've been doing good. Yeah. Like we've enjoyed all this attention, this like spotlight, you know, but being too cutesy. So where San Antonio, they're coming in for, again, BLOOD and KILL. All right. So let's see. Yeah, you don't like to move out of your comfort zone. That can be a Taurian quality, but sometimes I feel I need to and get pretty excited for something new. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'd say that's like again, that we're just talking about one part of your chart, just one planet. Do you know any of the rest of your chart? Like, do you happen to know, like, your Mercury is either going to be in Taurus, Gemini, or Aries? And that's how we communicate. So your Mercury sign is going to be in one of those three signs. Do you happen to know like what your Mercury or your moon sign or your ascendant? Because the ascendant or the rising sign, the first house, that's the one house out of all 12 that rules us, like our physical self, like how we look, you know, how we act, like that it's us. So that's the ascendant sign. So a lot of times too, when there's a horoscope, they're written for the ascendant sign or the rising sign. So if you do know your rising sign, it's best to read a horoscope, if you do read horoscopes, for what your rising sign is. Because usually, for the most part, it's written according to the rising. Like, I'm a Capricorn sun, but I'm a Leo rising. So when I read horoscopes, I generally will read for Leo because that's my rising sign. And that's the sign that rules me. But the sun rules Leo. And my sun sign is Capricorn. So my chart ruler is my sun in Cap. So, I mean, All right, I'm flipping the camera over again. I'm going to try to. But yeah, you should really try to look up your rising sign. Because again, that's the sign that rules us. Man, Timberwolves have yet to make a basket. My God. Oh, my glob. All right. Oh, right on. Okay. Your ascendant is Libra and your moon is Aquarius. Well, you're getting your moon return too, because the moon is currently in Aquarius. I also have an Aquarius moon. So your whatever zodiac sign Venus is in for you, okay, is going to be your chart ruler. And Libra rising too can come across as like very diplomatic and wanting like justice kind of energy. Like Libra, it's the scales, right? And it's ruled by Venus. But Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure and like rules, does really well. It's exalted in the sign of Libra. So that's why Libra can be very diplomatic, even though Libra is ruled by Venus, which is very, beautiful, lovey-dovey energy, what we love, our aesthetic and things like that. Libra, again, is also ruled by the scales. So, cool. I like that. That's cool. And the moon in Aquarius, if we're doing whole sign houses, let's see. Your moon would be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Your moon would be in the 5th house if we're doing whole sign astrology. So like your feelings, your emotions, kind of like your private side could maybe feel a little esoteric, or like you don't really like follow the normal path of everyone else, maybe a little bit more detached emotionally too. And, myself personally, as somebody also with a Aquarius moon, I've kind of felt like I jive with people and I get along, but a little bit different. Like always kind of feeling like a little bit of like the odd one out, even though I can get along with people and like pretty much anybody. And, I was friends with all sorts of different people, like in high school, for example, like different groups of people, but still kind of feeling like I don't exactly fit in. So you could maybe feel that way a little bit. And the 5th house is also where romance is found. And if your Aquarius moon is in your 5th house, that could also maybe explain why you don't necessarily, like, it's got to be the right person that you can be friends with and like have a conversation and like get on with, and like actually have a conversation about something. And like somebody that appreciates like your quirks and like your weirdness per se. But that's how I would kind of read that. And, maybe you could have some squares with some other planets with like your moon sign, for example, or something like that. But wherever Venus is your chart ruler because Venus rules Libra. And a lot of Libra people are tall. So you could be tall or taller. That's just my like thought straight away, just learning about your ascendant and your moon. Oh, and then your sun sign would be, let's see, 12, 11, 10, 9. Oh, you know what? Your sun in Taurus would be in your 8th house then. The 8th house is a challenging one. Oh no, what am I doing here? Oh, I have to drag a puzzle piece. All right. I forgot on TikTok you got to do that. You got to prove that you're not a bot, that you're still here. All right, we got Terrence Shannon Jr. You guys, it is a freaking whooping. An ass whooping. All right, so far. San Antonio 16. The Timberwolves 3. All right. I got to play this now. Seriously, the Timberwolves are struggling. Oh my God, Rudy with the turnover. Ah! Io DeSumo is in. Naz Reid with the block, but there is also a foul called. Yeah. Re-TV. Astrology for the NBA is wild. Yeah. I picked San Antonio to win tonight by 11 to 19 points. But if you're interested in my entire breakdown of the chart, you can go back to the beginning of the live if you want. Because I said a whole bunch of other stuff going on too. But overall, you know, in the little grand scheme of things, that's my final prediction. But I said a lot of other stuff too. So, but thanks for stopping by. How many points will Dylan Harper score on his birthday? Score us on his birthday? When's his birthday? Is it today? I don't know about that. Let me look it up though. Right now, San Antonio. I had a feeling that this was going to happen. I said it earlier that San Antonio is like, we don't care that we're playing in Minnesota. You guys have been cute. Like, oh, cutesy, good for you. And like game 2 wasn't a fluke. Like this is what I'm thinking based on the astrology of tonight, that San Antonio's like how they're playing tonight. Like, oh, did you think game 2 was a fluke? We'll prove to you that we can do it again. Okay, like, okay, Timberwolves, again, you guys have been cute. Okay? Been all cute for you guys, but you better be willing to hang with us tonight. All right, we're going to commercial. I got to take that off here for a second. Let's see. When is his birthday? Oh, or is it your birthday? He's a Pisces. Well, his sun sign is Pisces. Dylan Harper, born March 2nd, 2006 in New Jersey. I don't know how to answer that. I'm not sure. Is it your birthday? Whose birthday is it? Well, happy birthday to whoever. I feel like it's somebody's birthday. Happy birthday to all the Tauruses out there. All the people with their sun sign in Taurus. Because again, everybody, we have all zodiac signs within us. Like this is, like the chart you guys are seeing is the birth chart of the game. But we all have a chart. Okay. Okay, you just summarized, oh, your high school life, really? Yeah. Talking to anyone and befriending easily with the girls. You went for in love or that you liked to. I was not part of any best friends group, but I was recognized by all of them. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for the feedback. Yeah. Because, and it's funny too, because Aquarian energy can oftentimes be associated with groups and friends and community. But, it depends what else is going on in your chart and where it is. And, as an Aquarius moon, again, like, yeah, you can have community with everybody and kind of get along with everybody, but still kind of feeling a little bit of the odd one out. Like you kind of just take, again, the path less traveled, right? A little bit. And not saying that that's bad at all, because you can get along with people. But, again, the Aquarius energy, kind of like the aliens of the zodiac, kind of the future wave thinkers. Like a lot of times too, Aquarius energy will like think of things or come up with an idea or like a product or something. And they'll be so far ahead of everyone else in time where people might think like, okay, that's a wild idea or that's a wild product or whatever it is. But as a little bit of time goes on, it actually turns out to be this like brilliant, amazing idea or product or whatever it is. It just takes the rest, everyone else, time to catch up, because Aquarius energy is very future oriented in how, you know, it operates a lot of the time. Again, depending on where it is in your chart. But Delton, stop. I can't help it. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. I feel like I'm always, again, fiddling around with my hair. But thank you. You are too kind. Thank you. But yeah, the detachedness a little bit too can be a kind of Aquarian energy. Okay. All right. What is the freaking score here? Oh, let's see. I even helped a little younger girl from middle school to socialize. That is like a very Aquarian coded too, like befriending somebody, wanting to like help too. That's another thing that is associated with Aquarian energy, is wanting to help, you know, or do, you know, especially in like a community setting. But again, if that Aquarius energy is, you know, afflicted by something in the chart, that could come across as like, even though somebody has a lot of Aquarius, but like if they have a square from Mars or something, or a square from Saturn with whatever they have in Aquarius, they might be like, everybody's on their own. Like, I had to struggle, so does everybody else. So it just really all depends on like the personal astrology. So, and told my friends to stop annoying her. She came with tears, asking for help. I hope I made her teenager self that's really nice. Just wanting to help, wanting to do the better thing, wanting to help the collective too. Even though it went kind of against, like, you had to kind of tell your friends off, but you were doing like the right thing for the community, for the group, for the whole, for the collective, you know, and that girl, obviously part of the collective, right? That's cool. Getting feedback on how things like manifest, you know? All right, Spurs up by 10, you guys. 18-8. Ah. Oh my gosh, Rudy can make a basket. What are these t-shirts they're having everybody wear? Okay, like game 1, side note, you guys, game 1 for when they played in San Antonio, and it was a couple nights ago. I have it in my notes. What day was it? It really doesn't matter. It was the 4th, 4 days ago. So Monday. Okay, for game 1 on Monday, I understand why they had the color blocking going on in the stands. But I would have been like, you want me to wear this t-shirt? I'm not wearing it. Okay? That could be my Aquarianness coming out. Because the stuff I have in Aquarius is getting like support from Saturn, where it's like, oh, you want me to do this? I'm not doing that. I don't want to be like everybody else. I'm not going to wear a t-shirt just to match everyone else. I'm not doing it. I'm doing my own thing, all right? I'm not hurting anybody by not wearing a blue or orange or pink t-shirt or whatever their color blocking was. But I also have Mars square moon. So Mars is like, nah, no. All right. San Antonio's getting sloppy, you guys. Wolves on a little bit of a run here. They're within 6. 1-ish minutes left to go in the first. Crowd's getting into it. We'll see how loud they are. Oh, they're a little quieter than I thought. Did Rudy get more athletic? We don't know about that. Oh, there we go. What was that? Oh, that's why. They have different settings under here. I was like, oh, you guys can see the whole chart now. That's cool. It's because they have different settings on here now. All right. Ant's making his free throw. Make them both now, unlike last time. I can be so mean. I mean, not really. Really not that mean. But seriously, that's the recipe to success. Can I repeat it again for everybody in back? You play defense. You get the rebound, and you make your free throws. There you go. Ant made them both. I like that little Mario sound that they do for the free throws made. The crowd's getting into it, you guys. But the whole thing with the t-shirts, why I got on that tangent, that soapbox, was because they have I Love Wolves t-shirts, which are great, right? Like, I kind of wish I was at this game tonight. I would take a t-shirt, but I'm not going to put it on over what I'm wearing. I'm going to wear what I wanted to wear to the game. I'm not going to put this t-shirt on just because you said so or because it's the cool thing, everybody else is doing it. No, I'm not doing that. I will take it home and wear it at my leisure, and I will wear it out, but I'm not putting it on. No. I'm not doing it. Not everybody's wearing it, though. Some people are. It's like, you guys. Oh! We got a missed free throw. Wolves with the rebound. Wolves down by 5. Less than a minute to go in the first. Ah! Oh, I'm surprised Rudy didn't call the foul. Ayo Dosunmu with the miss. Spurs are moving fast. Play some defense. Oh, gosh. Whenever Rudy's out by the free throw line guarding, it makes me nervous. Okay, get back on. Wembanyama, Rudy. It didn't matter. Spurs with 2. Julius taking the ball up the court. Julius has been doing really good just driving to the hoop. At least it was for Denver. Ant trying to go for the 3. Money brings the Wolves within 4. Oh, they're showing Alex Rodriguez on the screen. All right. 1 more quarter to go, you guys. Rudy, what's with that push? Rudy's just pushing Wemby. I swear, Wembanyama is from France. Oh, with the 3, he's trying to answer Ant. Oh my gosh, Rudy almost tipped it in for San Antonio. Ant going for the long 3 at the buzzer, and he nails it. Oh my gosh. That was basically a half-court 3. Brings the Wolves within 1. That's the little amp. Wow. That was clutch by Anthony Edwards. Wow, Ant's already got 13 points, you guys. Damn. That was ice cold right there. Wow. He was basically to the half-court line. Come on now. All right. I think Kevin Harlan is on the call tonight. I gotta plug my phone in. All right, we gotta take the commercials off. Oh, you know what? This calls for you guys. Let me find it. Here it is. We gotta turn it up. We gotta get a Wolves howl in there. I love that sounder. All right. Okay, we're on commercial. Thanks again, everybody, for stopping by. You have to stay up with me, please. Thank you. I'll try. Seriously, I already go to bed early. I will try my best. I will. And maybe we'll need a snack at halftime. That was an exciting end of the first. But yeah, you know why I'm extra tired today? Is because I didn't have to, but I mowed my lawn. So that took a while. I mean, it's fine. But I spent my lunch break mowing. I got the majority of the yard done within like an hour. I didn't do it all. Like, there were a couple spots where I'm like, I'm not going to mow over there because you won't be able to tell. Okay? So I did like 3/4 of the yard. But I did the majority of that in like an hour. I took an hour for lunch. But then I was like, damn, I want to get back because the sooner I get back, the sooner I could leave for the weekend. So anyway, and then after work, I finished the backyard. And my mower just got fixed. My dad came over and he fixed it, which was really good. I ran over 2 rocks. I thought that the mower, I was like, shit. I was like, my dad just fixed this, and it's a brand new mower, and now I just ran over a fucking big-ass rock. Shit. I didn't think it was going to work. I'm like, oh my, and I looked for rocks too. I thought I got them all picked up because there was a couple by the edge of the house. The grass was longer over there and these were flat, so I didn't see them. So I ran over one and I'm like, shit, I broke the mower. Like shit. And it cut the rock in half. And then I'm like, oh yay, it's starting. Great, it's still working. And then like 2 or 3 steps forward, I ran over another fucking rock. Like, oh my God, this mower just got fixed and now I ran over a freaking rock with it just when I'm almost done. So I had to pick up another rock, make sure everything was okay. But luckily, it started again. No problems. Still cutting the grass. And I was able to finish the yard. But I'm like, okay. Then I double checked for rocks. Like I knew there were a couple big ones out there, but I knew where to avoid them. But I ran over 2 rocks. Like what the hell? Who does that? And this is a push mower. It's not like a rider. Minnesota up by 1. How the tables have turned. All right. Yeah, Candace, that's right. They needed that. Oh, now the worm has turned here, people. All right. Trying to exit full screen so I can see more. Jane, I feel like Jane's been a little quiet so far. Oh, there was that Naz Reid. That was Naz Reid. I'm fiddling around with the frickin' settings here. I could go put my OG Timberwolves sweatshirt on, but I'm not going to. But I also have an OG Timberwolves blanket that I really like. And it's really, oh my gosh, it's over 20 years old, this blanket that I have. That's got the OG Timberwolf on it. Jane McDaniels with the 3. Wolves up by 4, 29-25, 10:35 to go in the first, or excuse me, in the second. It's been like a complete shift of energy here. Like it was all San Antonio first quarter. And now Timberwolves are like, not so fast, my friend. All right, San Antonio within 2, 27-29 Wolves. Wolves passing it around. Terrence Shannon Jr. with the 3. that would have made the crowd go wild, but he missed it. San Antonio setting up a play here. Oh my God, this is a total mismatch. Terrence Shannon on Wemby. But San Antonio turned the ball over. You'll mow my lawn? That's very good. I don't have to mow my lawn. But that's I know what you mean, right? Right? Either way. I will say the plus side out of mowing the lawn was I got steps in because I have a step counter now. Since I work from home, I'm trying to get more steps in. I was talking to Mars about that the other stream, or you guys too, whoever was here. Spurs with an air ball. It has been a complete change of pace here. Second quarter. Edwards driving it in, out to Julius Randle. McDaniels to Naz Reid, who's going to go for he gets denied by Wemby. Called for a foul, though. Looks like Naz is going to go to the line. But I was able to get some steps in with the mower. And the fact that the mower got fixed. But the thing is, I would like a riding mower. But my mower I have right now, mower talk, you guys, it's self-propelled. So... then when we got it fixed, well, I didn't. Then the self-propel was not working. Like the mower was starting, but the self-propel wasn't working. So I'm like, shoot, there's no way. I used to have an unself-propelled lawnmower. That lasted for one lawn mow. Because there's a slight slant. I was like dying out there with that mower. I got it all done, but no. The self-propel is key. Oh, there's an official review. Are they going to actually take back? Was this a foul or not? All right, let's see. Let's see. I was looking at the camera, then I was looking up. We could go back. I want to rewind it. Oh, they're showing it again. Line, get out of there. Oh, wait. That wasn't a Wemby foul. There was a claw before that. I don't know. Hi, Nash. Hello. How are you? It's good to see you. What's going on? Hope you're having a fine Friday. Oh my God. Let me just take a drink of water. Dalton, I can't put that up there. This has to stay like, yeah, whatever. We're adults here. We're all just joking around. All right. This official review is still going. I don't even know what they're reviewing. Are they reviewing? Oh, shit. You know what I got to pull up that I didn't pull up? The Spurs roster. They're still reviewing. My computer is getting warm. Oh, it's illegal contact. That's what it was. They are calling a foul on the shot? Really? That's surprising to me. It didn't look like it. But I only saw the one angle, I guess. Pretty good. What is Victor Wembanyama's sign? His sun sign. I'm going to look up his birthday quick. Yeah, somebody did flip on a switch here. Oh, I thought this was going to take me to his Wikipedia. I didn't want to go to his... All right, Nas at the line. Yeah, it's been a complete change of pace. Let's see. Nas, make free throws. It's in. Wolves 30, San Antonio 27. 9:24 to go in the second. Yeah, it's been a complete. It went from Timberwolves down by 10 to now them up by, let's see, 4. And at one point, yeah, it was like 18-8. It was 11-1 early. They were relying solely on Ant's one made free throw at the very beginning. And now, Timberwolves up by 2. Spurs just scored 29-31, 9 minutes to go in the second. Oh, Wemby's a Capricorn. His sun sign, he's January 4th. January 4th, 2004. Yeah, so his sun sign is Capricorn. And you know what I was talking about? The moon supporting Saturn. Saturn rules the sign of Capricorn. So, Julius Randle just got called for a foul, and now he's down, and he's not getting up too fast. He's actually not getting up at all. Oh, he got like an elbow arm of Wemby to the face. That's not good. Ooh. Man, seriously, Wemby's seriously almost, can I say seriously again? Like, shut up. Wemby is almost as tall as the basket. Oh, I can make this wider. You know, sometimes I gotta just use my brain. All right, Wemby's at the line. Yeah, so looking up his Wikipedia, his sun sign is Capricorn. Again, Capricorn ruled by Saturn. The moon is sextile supporting Saturn tonight. Saturn is in the Spurs' 5th house. So what I was talking about was structure and discipline earlier. Like San Antonio's going to have to be structured and disciplined to get the win. They have Saturn in their 5th house. They're going to have to do that to get the victory. The moon is supporting Saturn, but you got to do what you're supposed to do. Follow the rules. Again, be disciplined with that Saturn energy. But interesting to circle back to Wembanyama is that his sun sign is Capricorn. That's what we do know. January 4th birthday. So however much Capricorn energy he has in his chart, its ruler, Saturn, is getting the support of the moon tonight. And also with the moon being in Aquarius. Oh! Wembenyama. Harlan's really good at saying his last name. He is French, too. I can confirm. I thought he was French, but wasn't 100% sure. Oh, you got to get the rebound! No! Oh, and he sinks it. You guys, San Antonio is now up 33-31. Ooh! It originally looked like a blowout. Now we got a little game on our hands here, people. Can it be as exciting as Wolves Nuggets? The first series, though. Round, I should say. Timberwolves with the rebound! Who just slammed that? Was that Randall with the slam-a-jamma? Yep. Julius Randle got up. It's tied 33-33. Okay, that's an easy... Are you kidding me? That's an easy basket for Wemby, and then he gets the and one. Who fouled? Was that Ant? Who was that? He's 7'4". Wow. Let's see. I'm behind on the comments. Pick up your rocks. I thought I did. I seriously have 2 piles out there. I have 1 pile of cement, and then the other pile is rocks. It was just those 2 that I missed because they were flat, and they were flatter, and they were in the tall grass. Okay, I missed who the foul was on. I think it was on Ant. He's going to the bench. All right, where's our howl? Why aren't they playing it? They normally do that when somebody else is at the line. Wemby sinks it. See? Got to make those free throws, people. Get the rebound and play defense. That's all you got to do. Get the victory. Is that so much to ask? All right, McDaniels to Terrence Shannon Jr. He had the hot hand the other night. McDaniels with the rebound. See, you got to get your rebounds. Good job. Julius with the elbow. Thought they were going to get the offensive foul. San Antonio did. Not so fast. Ball's out of bounds. Looks like it's off the Spurs. I'm still trying to make the screen wider here. I have to keep my phone plugged in. TikTok. Oh, shoot. Now we're going to commercial. I seriously did not know until like 2 weeks ago that I could actually show the game without getting in trouble. All right. We don't care about Wingstop right now. Don't show me food commercials because I'm hungry. I will try to pick up my rocks. I seriously cannot believe I ran over another rock. And I thought that fucking blade, it cut right through that first rock. So it wasn't that big, right? If the blade cut through it. But, all right. Nice. I'm having a good Friday, too. I feel like I got a lot accomplished today. But that's good. That you're having a nice Friday. But yeah, I feel like I got a lot accomplished today. At work and then outside of work, like mowing, getting the lawn mowed. Because I was like, shit, the grass is getting long. And I have a broken mower, but then it got fixed, which was awesome. And then I thought I messed it up again because I ran over a rock, but it was fine. So I'm really glad that it ended up being fine. I would have just had to go buy another new mower. I did see this riding mower for sale, though, and I'm like, I wonder how much they're selling that for. But I was able to get, like, I don't know, I think I walked, like, my little thing that I downloaded on my phone. I think it said I walked, like, 3 miles doing that. 2.5 or something. So. And then at work, I feel like I got some stuff accomplished. I think. It seemed like anyway. Some stuff that's been hanging on the work desk for a while that you just want to go away. Like, can this just be done and be finished? Anyway, I love you, Jade. You're such a great woman. Thank you, Dalton. That's so sweet. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you. That's very nice. I appreciate that. You get one of these for that. But no, that's nice to hear. I do my best. I do my best. You know? try to just do. And that's Saturn, you know, talking about Saturn, trying to do the right thing, but sometimes make mistakes too. But yeah, I feel like I got some stuff accomplished at work, but yeah. And sometimes I'm like, I really appreciate the job, but why do we have to work? You know? But yes, Delton, thank you. Appreciate you. You're very supportive and you're very kind. I appreciate that. Always hanging out too. And yeah, thank you. Thank you. That was very kind. Nash, so your thoughts on Murray being the new Vikings quarterback? Well, we are in commercial. I mean, I hope that they let the little angel, I hope they let him you know, kind of challenge Kyler for the job. I hope it's just not like straight up like, oh, Kyler Murray, it's your team now. Season opener for the Lynx tomorrow. All right, we're back. But, you know, I mean, I really liked Kyler Murray, you know, early on in his career. I feel like the last couple of years have kind of been like, is there still more there? I'm not sure. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But I really feel like for the Vikings, picking Kyler Murray, it's kind of like the wash, rinse, repeat thing that we've seen with Minnesota. Like they always think they're one missing piece away from the big, you know, Super Bowl victory. And it's like, just let McCarthy try to actually play a full season. They jump well, you know what I mean. They get the cart before the horse sometimes, you know, or the cart comes, they got to wait a little longer for the horse. They're not going to do it. Something like that. That's the wrong analogy. But they always do the same thing. Like, same thing when they signed Kirk Cousins, right? Like, oh, he's our one missing piece. So, I don't know. I just kind of wish they would have given McCarthy like a full season and not give up on him so quickly. And that's why I hope that they can actually try to battle it out, right? But I don't know. We'll have to see if Kyler Murray's got anything more, if he does end up being the Vikings starter. I mean, I don't hate it, you know, but I hope they don't just discard McCarthy. Like, give him a chance. Give the two of them a chance at least. All right, we're back. San Antonio's like, yeah, we're back. They just sunk a 3. They're up 39-35. 6 to go in the second. Minnesota with the ball. Julius Randle. Some nice ball work there, footwork. Out to Terrence Shannon. Shannon out to, who was that, Ant? No. Back to Julius Randle. It went to Ayo Dosunmu and then to Naz Reid. Naz Reid tries to shoot a 3. It was a bit of a brick. I don't know if there was a foul on the floor or what happened here. I guess I could turn the volume back on. Let's turn the volume back on so we could hear a little bit. What did I miss here? Was there a foul? All right. Wemby's going to the bench. Got to take a breather. Rudy Gobert's back in. Oh. Randall's going to go to the line. All right. But yeah, you know, to the Kyler Murray point, I mean, we'll see. Do they need to put something in his contract about playing video games too much? As long as he can balance the video games. But yeah, grand scheme of things, I just hope the Vikings aren't so quick to be like, okay, McCarthy, we've had our fill, bye-bye. Only for him to go and succeed elsewhere. Because I could see that happening, but I don't know. I feel like, again, it was the typical Vikings thing, wash, rinse, repeat. They don't have any patience. They got to have patience. Oh, nice. Down in Rochester. Looks amazing. That's cool. You said the architecture is really cool there. That's awesome. That's a really big project. All right. San Antonio up by 2. They got the rebound, passing it around at the top of the key, going for the three. It's not going to work. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jaden McDaniels driving in. He's going to pass it back out to Julius Randle. Oh my God. I thought that was a turnover. Randle to McDaniels. McDaniels miss. Spurs with the rebound. Oh, offensive foul, San Antonio. Terrence Shannon. He's done that, I think, one other time that in Denver series, I think. He knows how to get his feet set. I'm like, okay. You know, when the Timberwolves, when he first came on the Wolves, Terrence Shannon, I don't know if they drafted him or not. I feel like they might have. You started watching him play. It's like, oh, he's good. You can just tell. And he's been really good this offseason. Yes, correct. The Lynx are the Minnesota WNBA team. Yep. World champions. The only team that could actually bring a championship to Minnesota. Well, the Twins did, but ladies got to get it done. So, yeah, the Lynx start tomorrow. I forgot who they played. Oh, I wonder if that's on any channel. A lot of times I can't watch them. I should check and see. I should look at their chart for tomorrow. San Antonio at the free throw line. It's currently tied 1-1. The series. San Antonio just won game number 2. Minnesota game number 1. Minnesota won game 1 by 2 points. And San Antonio won game 2 by like 38 points. So, but yeah, the series is all tied 1-1. Oh, Terrence Shannon Jr. trying to go for the slam. He thought he was going to get the foul call. No good. And now they're going to call a foul on McDaniels. Jaden. Damn it. Crowd doesn't like it. And, you know, Jaden McDaniels, too, especially for round 1 versus Denver, he really put his money where his mouth was because he was criticizing Denver for not being able to play defense. And he had a really great series. Oh, San Antonio's missing the free throws. You got to make your free throws, get the rebound, and play defense if you want to win the game. Okay? I don't know how many times I could say that. I need like a sign that says that's my recipe. I mean, it's not my original recipe, but it works, right? Like you learn that as a really young age, at a really young age playing basketball. Or at least I did. Win the game. Make your free throws. Nobody's guarding you. Okay? Get the rebound. And play defense. Because then the other team can't score. Right? Then you just got to do some scoring in between. I think that was Ant that was going for the 3. Didn't land. San Antonio driving to the hoop. Rudy, get your arms up there. I feel like Rudy is always just like a half step back sometimes. It's like where he could have just blocked that and stuffed it. Yet he was just a couple of steps back where his arm didn't even get up at all anywhere near to block it. Anyway. The majority of you guys know that I'm pretty hard on Rudy Gobert. Just like, Rudy, you're one of the tallest people out there. Please just get the rebound and play defense. And it's like he won Defensive Player of the Year, I think, multiple times. Sometimes I'm like, how does that happen? But he had a really good series versus Denver. I'll give him that. So, all right. Jaden at the line. He made the first free throw. Brings the Wolves within 5. Nice. Sunk the second one. Timberwolves down by 4. There's about 4 minutes to go before halftime. San Antonio is quick to drive to the hoop. It's not going to land. Timberwolves with the board. Ant out to Naz Reid. There's Rudy's open over there. Oh, Naz is going to draw the foul. It's an offensive foul on Reid. What's going on here? Naz is like, why? It's because San Antonio got one, so now you guys have to get one. They have to even it out. Let's see. Oh, Well, I think we got a little bit of an Oscar contender here. But I do think that Naz Reid's elbow was in there a little bit. They're going to challenge this call. All right, we'll be able to see it again. Oh my gosh, yeah. Is rap on right now? We're going to go the F off, yeah. I think Rap was going to talk about that tonight, wasn't he? I think he was going live at like 7. Oh, it's 9:44. He's not still on, is he? But wasn't he talking about that earlier? Or he had a live stream. I think he was going to talk about it. But yeah, I saw that. We secured. So that's exciting. I just feel like, oh shit, I have to flip the camera. I'm going to get in trouble. I just feel like back again to the Vikings while we're on commercial because we're talking about it over here. I just feel like, again, it's wash, rinse, repeat with them. Every year it's the same thing. And where do they get? Nowhere. You know? I don't know. We'll see. I want to know if they're going to let the quarterbacks play it out. I just realized the Vikings' top 3 receivers all start with J. Oh, yeah, they do, don't they? The J Club. Yeah, we like that. I'm a part of that club. My name starts with J, obviously. But I'm not a Vikings wide receiver. I'm surprised, too, that they ended up keeping Jordan Addison. I wonder if nobody was interested. That can't be. Or they think he's that good. I mean, he is quite good, but he's got all the off-the-field troubles. All right. At least we're not the 76ers. Well, they didn't lose too bad, did they? Because I was watching that, or I had that on like shortly. Obviously, they were showing the end of it, or that was the game before the Wolves. So when I turned the Wolves game on at around 8:30, they were still playing Knicks and Philly because they had about I think 4 minutes left when I tuned in. What did the final score end up being? Do you know? I forgot. I feel like Philly got it relatively close at the end there. Was it New York 105 or something like that? I know they won, though. We did see the end of that. All righty. Okay. T-Bass, how are you doing? Happy Friday. NBA anymore is soft like the Vikings? Ah! Oh, man. Seriously. Somebody in here, yeah, that gets it. The Vikings just wash, rinse, repeat. Yeah, we'll see what's going on there. But what have they done? But T-Bass, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. We're just talking about the Vikings a little bit in here too, obviously. That naturally happens. All right, we're still on commercial. During the playoffs, every other year screams media. Exactly. But okay, is the rumor going around that the Wolves are looking to sell the team? Is that true? Or is there any truth to that? I randomly stumbled across that. Because that would be wild to me. All right. Looks like we're back. Mitch Johnson telling his team what is up. I got to put the sound back on, but he was getting serious in there. All right. Let's watch it again. My mouse, get out of the way. Missed it again. Oh, Nas is going to the line. All right. Well, we got our answer. 3:43 left to go. Damn it. It bounces in and then it bounces out. Make your free throws, people. I want somebody to make a t-shirt. I should make that. Make your free throws. Recipe to success. There going to be a 3-shirt series. Make your free throws. Get the rebound and play defense. You know. Probably in the order of play defense, get the rebound, make your free throws. 1, 2, and 3. But they're all equally important. Really. The keys to success. All right. Ant just take it to the hoop with the floater. Ant can't nail it. Rudy, get it. Ant got his own rebound, and he puts it in. Wow, Ant's got 17 already. Crowd's back into it. I'll give you off the field troubles. Oh my God. Crack me up. I don't know. All I know is they're down 3-0. Wait, what do you mean? Who's down 3-0? Oh, man, Rudy with the slam. Talking about the Timberwolves? All right. We got a foul situation. Did Terrence Shannon draw another one? Wow, he's like a magician out there with that. Second one of the game. That's right, Candace. All right. Oh, man, they got the Rudy chant going. Stop. Oh, yeah, he just gets his feet and body set. Wow, second one of the game. I feel like I've looked up Terrence Shannon's birthday, but I forgot. Oh, sorry, we're talking about the Knicks. That's right. Yeah, they're up. Yeah. Well, Philly's down 3-0. Yeah. Sorry, I caught up with you. Okay. Okay, it was 108-94. All right. Yeah. It's not a complete and utter blowout, but not relatively close, but 108. Okay, 94. Thank you. T-Bass, it was Ziggy's dream of owning an NFL franchise. Oh, he's in poor health. I don't think the others are as interested. Ziggy just brought them along. Really? Oh, that's what's going on there. I did not know that. That could give evidence to the rumor then that they are maybe in fact looking to sell the team. Let's see. Ownership needs to be in the building more. How many successful businesses do you know where the owner's never around? Unless, it's like the laundromat or owning a pop machine or a vending machine, whatever, snacks. They don't have to be there all the time, but they're still there every once in a while, right? But yeah, to your point, usually successful businesses, the owners are involved, but, not overbearing, but wanting to do what it takes to get success, and they're around, and they're there, and they're helping. All right. Man. Unsuccessful challenge. All right. San Antonio up 45-43, 2:39 to go until halftime. This game started as if it was going to be a blowout, and now we're going back to back. Feisty energy. Got a little bit of a stew cooking here, people. Stew of a game. And just take it yourself. Out to Nas. Nas for the three, and he nails it. Nice. Minnesota up by 1, you guys. 46-45. Crowd is into it for sure now. Man, Rudy on Wemby out at the three-point line. Wemby draws the foul. Yeah, Ant not just taking it. He gets double teamed out to Naz Reid, who just sinks the three, giving the Wolves the lead. Nice. Right? That's another t-shirt I still need to make. It's always third down. It is. All the time. You look away for 2 seconds, or even when you're watching the game, it's like it's third down again for this team. Wemby nails his first free throw. Game tied 46-46. 2 minutes to go until halftime. Yeah, this has been exciting. Yes, the 76ers are down 3-0. Yeah. Yep. I caught up with you. Me and you, let's buy them. Yeah, we'll keep them forever here, girl. We could go all in. I have a feeling I might not get enough. We could get some more other people. What if the people actually did own teams? And like you could go to meetings and like vote on stuff and you could like, you know, have part in the actual team, or like as fans, right? We support a team, but are we really, we're giving energy, so that's good, right? To our team. But sometimes Vikings fans, right? We get mad, so we give the negative energy. I'm getting on a side tangent now, but I was gonna say, as fans, we can only do so much, right? Like when we really think we're helping, we're really not actually in control of anything that's going on. I mean, you can cheer and stuff when you're at the arena to try to, you know, sway things. And again, the energy is good, but we really don't have any control. But wouldn't it be cool if like the actual people of the state or whatever did own the team? That could be for all teams too. All across NFL teams. We all just got to go to like monthly meetings on stuff. Things could get feisty though. There'd have to be a limit. Like how many owners could there be? Or maybe there's no limit. I don't know. You'll pitch in 30? Nash is in for 30. All right, we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. That's funny. All right, San Antonio goes up by 1. 1:05 to go, you guys. I don't know if I can stay up the whole game. I'll be back Sunday, though. Oh! Missed the second free throw. San Antonio, you can't be doing that. You can't be making those mistakes. Oh, Ant got the floater. Little lay in there. Brings the Wolves up 48-47. San Antonio's like, not so fast. Now we're going to go up, okay? San Antonio, little jumper, little bunny, up 49-48. Ant trying to draw the double team. Double team out to Ayo DeSumo. Looks like it was almost going to be stolen. To Julius Randle. Randle loses the ball. No foul. Randle's confused why there isn't. Spurs take control. 23 seconds to go until half. It's about 8 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. San Antonio with a little spin move. I got to pull up the roster. I'm not sure who it was for San Antonio. They go up by 3. 13 seconds to go. Wolves with the ball. Ayo DeSumo bringing the ball up the court. Looks like he's just going to take it all the way. Oh, out to Jaden McDaniels for the long 3, and he nails it. Tie game. Wow. Another amazing shot by the Wolves to end the quarter. And in quarter 1, Jaden McDaniels sinking a 3 to tie the game going into halftime. Wow. Amazing. Was there a foul too? What? No way. Oh, or was it a missed foul call on McDaniels here? What happened? They're saying an elbow? Where's an elbow coming in? Either which way, game is tied. 51-51 going into halftime. But they keep replaying this, so that was amazing. Oh, I don't have any thoughts on it. Oh, what? What's going on here? Okay, they are reviewing it. What happened? I'm not sure. Okay, I need to pay attention now. I keep messing around clearing stuff on my phone here. They're reviewing this, but it's like, about what? Oh, okay. This is under the basket. It looks like Julius Randle. Maybe he's going to get called for the foul here, and this could take the shot back. All right. I feel like I finally got back with it here. Is that what they're reviewing? Or are they saying San Antonio did it? UFL, again, I don't know. You tell me about it. I don't know about it. I don't have any thoughts. I don't know. Okay, what is going on here? All right, let's see what it is. They're still reviewing.
That's when Minnesota settled into this game, started being able to get defensive stops, which allowed them to play downhill into the rim, which then encouraged them to move the ball on the offensive end. And that's how
they're reviewing, and the review goes on. All right, the crowd is going to completely lose their shit here. Nice.
the contact after the three-point shot was ruled as incidental, and it actually happened after the expiration of time. So therefore, it's that time.
Okay, so Wolves get the three to stick. All good. The foul was incidental, and it occurred after the clock expired. So, all right, tie game. Little interesting. That's some like Uranus energy here coming in. All right. It's been an exciting game though thus far. Seriously, by the way it started. All right. I should have kept my 1 to 11 point victory margin instead of upping it like 11 to 19. Probably closer to 1 to 11. All right. I want to put this on mute. You guys, I got to go check on my dog. I got to go let her out. It's going to be a struggle for me to try to stay up for the rest of this game. I think I have to tap out for tonight. But I'll be back Sunday. 6:30. I have to go make something to eat. I got to go see what Gigi's doing. I think she's sleeping. Probably got to let her outside. Appreciate everybody hanging out. And again, I did pick the Spurs to win. Originally, I said by 1 to 11. But then I said maybe 11 to 19. But I'm still trying to get the point spread down. But yeah, I did pick San Antonio to win this one based on what I saw. We'll see what happens. And if you are interested, you could always go back in the beginning of the stream and catch the breakdown of the chart or what I thought would happen in the beginning of the stream if you want to. But we'll see what happens. I'll be back Sunday again for game 4. Probably do a recap of this game, of the chart, what I thought would happen in comparison to what did occur. And hope everybody has a great rest of your Friday and Saturday, Sunday, to Mother's Day, to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day that are here with us, that are no longer with us, all the moms. Happy Mother's Day. Okay. But yeah, thanks for being here. Dalton, appreciate you. Nash, thanks for checking in. Appreciate you as well. Thanks for hanging out with me. Everybody on TikTok too. That was cool. That was fun. I had some people coming in and out. But yeah, I'll be back Sunday. That's the plan. If tip-off is like 6:30, probably around like 5:45 or something is what I'll shoot for. And I am planning on doing that entire game. So live streaming the entire thing. So tonight it's too late, you know? I am going to try to stay up and watch it though. But sometimes I fall asleep and then I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, what was the score? I got to check that when I get up. But yeah, we'll see. But I'll recap this game. We'll do game 4. Go from there. But again, I appreciate everybody being here. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Again, that are with us or that were once with us. And hope everybody has a great Saturday. Minnesota, goodbye. I'm going to sign off on TikTok first, and then I'm going to do YouTube and Twitch over here. All right. Thanks, everybody. It was fun. I'll be back Sunday about 5:45. Hopefully you'll join then. Okay, bye. I think I ended things over here. I think. End. Okay. I got that ended. Anyway, appreciate everybody being here. Hopefully no All right, let me try to, again, they switched their settings here. All right, I think I got it. Guys, they switched the settings on here, so I'm just actually gonna, I don't know what's going on there. Oh. I don't know if that made the screen weird or not. I have to go back and watch the end of this. Anyway, you guys, long story short, I already said goodbye and all the good stuff. They switched the settings on here, so now you can do like portrait or landscape. And when I was testing out the sound earlier, I feel like it only had me on like portrait, but then it said it was backstage. And when I was watching the test that I did to check the sound, it was just a black screen. So I don't know if that just went out or not, but I got to go back and look at it. But anyway, they switched the settings on here, which is fine. Restream, do your thing. Appreciate you. But sometimes it throws me off. You know, you got to learn the new stuff. But all right, everybody, have a great rest of your Friday. Thanks again for being here. Have a good Saturday. Hope to see you Sunday. All right. Peace out, everybody.